this offseason, which is the first surgery I've had in about 12 years. So I was really interested to see how it was going to go, because last year it just took a lot. Every week I was kind of tending to my knee, and I thought I would love to see a season what it looks like when I can really focus on some other strength stuff that I want to do, some other technique stuff where I'm not just focused on protecting my knee all the time. So it's been pretty intense this offseason from that standpoint, because it's been 6.5 weeks that I've been dealing with the rehab process.
I don't doubt that he'll come back healthy, but this is kind of interesting that he was managing that all year.
No, I mean, it's if I my gut feeling is Tom's going to have a really good year and one more after that, and then I think it's just going to be time. I'm not going to speculate because I don't know, but I think if you look at the way the team is built now, he doesn't have to carry it. Right. There's a defense that can carry you to about 8 wins itself.
The defense is the reason they won the Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, obviously he was tremendous throughout the season and was tremendous in the game, but they blew Kansas City up. So it is. He doesn't have to carry the team. He doesn't have to do anything out of the ordinary for what his game requires normally. Right. And it's mostly mental at this point. I got out of the speculating of when Tom Brady was going to retire many years ago. It was a complete waste of time. All right, I thought you would like this story. Finally, Dan Campbell, new Lions head coach, making a name for himself, his unconventional style and his interesting press conferences. Right. And he was on Part of My Take and did it again. He has another idea on how he can motivate his players at practice.
I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but I would love to literally just have a pet lion.
Yes.
Just a legit pet lion on a chain, a big ass chain, and he really is my pet. We just walk around the building, we go out to practice, we're in 7-on-7, we're behind the kicker when he's kicking, we're just manicure. I might end up losing an arm because of it, but that would be even better, because it would validate this is a creature now. This is an animal. This is from the wild.
He's obviously joking, but this wouldn't be the first, look, the Lions are not going to allow an actual lion to walk around the Lions facility, and rightfully so.
I'm not so sure about that. I think they would consider it.
You know what? I shouldn't speak too soon, because you're probably right, although I'm sure PETA would be all over them.
That could be a shot of the Lions practice facility for all I know.
Look, I'm hardly get off my lawn guy, but I'm so over the whole
Detroit's
thing.
Just I feel
and I've earned this because I was there in Miami with the first go round with Dan Campbell. So I love jokes. I don't take myself very seriously, but I do feel like you should earn your way into the jokey joke space.
Yeah.
Get a couple dubs first. Just a few on your belt. But this story did remind me of, I don't know how many people remember this, but I shouldn't laugh because it's terrible, but it's just so predictable. So in 2003, Jack Del Rio put a stump of oak, do you remember this? In the Jaguars locker room, as a symbol, right? Motivating to keep chopping wood. And what could possibly go wrong with an axe and a big chunk of wood in the locker room? Well, Chris Hansen, the Pro Bowl punter, needed surgery to repair a gash on his non-kicking foot after wielding the axe inappropriately, and he missed the rest of the season. So
there are some guys that just
motivational gimmicks to speeches.
Some guys just have too much testosterone. Dan Campbell's one of those guys. It's you know what? Scale back on the testosterone. Drink some soy milk. Whatever you got to do. He's just got.
Maybe just hang a punching bag in the office. Kind of wear it out a little bit.
It's just it's just scale back a little. It's just a lot of testosterone. Just can't. Everything, the hat, the look,
alpha males are very popular right now. Nobody wants to be a beta. I happen to love
toxic masculinity. Can you just be normal?
I like thinkers.
This is the Herdline News.
So the Dolphins are taking a non-traditional approach with their offense this season. They're having 2 coaches share the offensive coordinator role. And running back Myles Gaskin revealed the team is giving their scheme a complete overhaul. He said it's definitely different, a whole new playbook. It's not the same as last year. So Eric Studesville and George Godsey. George was the tight ends coach, and Studesville was the running backs coach and running game coordinator last year. So to replace Chan Gailey, the 2 of them are running the offense. It's not entirely clear who's going to be calling plays, but Brian Flores said it's going to be a collaborative effort. I remain skeptical.
Collaborative?
Well, look, maybe it works. I'm open to new things.
All right. I don't want to be old guy.
I don't want to be old. I don't want to be old guy. I'm a little skeptical because it seems like having an offensive coordinator works for most of the best teams
Forever.
But
hey,
things need to be challenged.
Yeah.
Norms have to be pushed.
Yeah.
I'm a progressive person, so we'll see how it goes. They certainly needed a bit of a change last year. Tua averaged 200.6 passing yards per game in his 9 starts last season. So that ranked him 32nd out of 35 qualified quarterbacks last season. And they finished 15th in total points and 22nd in total yards per game last season.
We got Jalen Waddle, Will Fuller, a couple nice pieces. So he's got some added pieces.
He has some pieces now. I know Dolphins fans didn't want to hear anything about his weapons last year. Well, he has them now. The offensive line will be better. He has a new offensive game plan, and it's his second year with the team, and it is clearly his team now. There is no Fitzmagic to come in and save the day. I hope Tua is the next coming of Tom Brady. I hope he has an excellent career. I would love that.
Yeah.
I have not seen anything from Tua.
That's right. It's very early, though. Let's be very patient.
Very early. I am not a patient person, and I have endured decades of the Dolphins not having a franchise quarterback, so I don't know why I'm owed anybody patience when it comes to this situation.
Reasonable.
Dolphins fans do not agree with me, though. I am the outlier in Dolphins Nation.
Miami fans need to come to terms with reality a little bit. Cynicism is warranted at this point.
Apparently not. Apparently not, because they come for me every time I say this. But I don't root against anyone. I know a lot of times people think we get this a lot, like you're rooting against Baker Mayfield or I'm rooting against someone. I don't root for negative things to happen. I do revel in chaos when it occurs.
I root for sanity. In 2021, that's what I root for. Sanity.
I root for chaos with stories, but I don't root against. There's no value for us for the Lions to be bad, for the Bengals to be bad, for the Browns to be terrible for decades, for Tua not to work. That doesn't help. Everyone's like, oh, the media roots against it. It's not good for the media to have to cover teams that aren't competitive.
We would love to have...
Everyone should be competitive.
We would love to have 32 Bradys. It would make the league better.
Amazing. That'd be incredible. Speaking of Brady, he underwent knee surgery after the Bucs Super Bowl win.